Hey everyone, so today's exercise tutorial, this is your step-by-step tutorial on how to use the adduction machine at the gym. So for anyone who's not sure as to what this machine is, the adduction machine is designed to work the inner thigh muscles. So they're actually called the adductors, so that is what it's targeting, and this is a really good addition to your lower body workout routine. So here's how to use it safely and effectively. So this is going to be the initial setup. Okay, you'll see that the pads are currently close together. You're just going to make sure that your back is nice and flat against the seat, and then you are going to just use the lever here, as you saw that I did, just to adjust the thigh pads and move those outwards. So just set them to a comfortable starting position where you can feel a slight stretch in your inner thighs, but not so wide that it feels completely uncomfortable. Okay, now you're going to then select the weight. I may have done this before I sat back, so you could do this before or after you've got the position of the seat all set up. So you'll essentially use the pin in the weight stack to choose a load that's going to be appropriate for your fitness level. So as always, my advice, start with a lighter weight if you're a beginner, focusing on proper form before increasing the resistance. So you can see I'm in that start position here. You can see I'm kind of bracing myself for what's to come, but essentially you're going to sit with your back pressed firmly against the backrest, and your feet are going to be flat on these little footrests here. Okay, inner thighs are fitted snugly against the pads, and you're going to grip the handles if they're available. You can see I've got handles on this one here just to stabilize your upper body. Okay, we are now going to perform the exercise. So obviously the pads are starting nice and wide, and then you're going to prepare to bring your thighs together. So you're going to engage your core to keep the abdominal muscles nice and tight, just for extra stability. And then with the movement, what you want to do, hopefully you can see I'm doing this, you're going to breathe out as you slowly press your thighs inwards, so squeezing the pads together, and just really focus on engaging the inner thighs as you bring your legs towards the center. Now, as you return, you are going to then inhale, and you're going to slowly return to that start position there. So keeping control of the movement and then resisting the weight as the pads move outward. And then you're just going to perform this for as many repetitions as you have been prescribed. So it might look like 10 to 12, 12 to 14, depends on the goals that I have set you. And essentially you'll want to then rest. Look at me, she needs a rest. You want to rest 30 to 60 seconds between sets, okay? So finishing up, once you've completed your sets, you're just going to use the adjustment lever. Let me just bring it back here. I'm finished. There you go. You can see that I'm just using that one there to bring the pads back to a neutral position for an easier exit. Last thing you want to do is try and get out the machine when the pads are out wide. That is not going to work at all. So tips for success then, ladies. First of all, focus on form. So avoid using momentum, getting your upper body involved. The movement should always be nice and slow and controlled. Breathe properly. So you want to exhale as you press inward, and then you want to inhale as you return to the start position, and then avoid overstretching. So like I said at the beginning, do not set the pads too wide, because this can really strain your inner thighs. We don't want to strain them, we want to train them. Okay, and my final tip, do not overload. So start with a manageable weight and increase gradually as your strength improves. So hopefully these tips help. So you will all now be able to use the adduction machine effectively and safely. So enjoy the burn and enjoy the progress.